So whenever I feel mentally drained, I decide to travel. I think it's healthy to cleanse your mind by changing your environment, and many people like myself already feel better when booking a trip because it's something to look forward to. I realize some people may not have the freedom or finances to travel, but I decided to make this video to track my expenses and show that you don't have to have much to travel. Let's start with my flight. I transferred 45,000 points from my Chase account to United Mileage Plus to book a flight from LA to Honolulu. The taxes costed $5.60. Now listen, using miles or points isn't cheating because it's all about strategizing. It's simple. You research what credit cards work for your daily life, and hopefully they offer a good sign-up bonus. If you rent a commercial apartment, you can meet the minimum spend just by paying rent with your card. So what did 45,000 miles get me? The cash equivalent for this first-class flight would be about $675, so it's a good deal. Now I only book first class if I can lie flat, and the way I find out is by looking for what model aircraft is being used to fly there. So in this case, I looked up United Boeing 777-300ER. I was able to find seat maps and even videos on YouTube of rich people taking these kinds of flights regularly. Because of the available information, I was also able to pick the perfect seat for me, an odd number row window seat. On this model aircraft, even number rows are offset to be further away from the window. Odd numbered middle seats are best if you're traveling with a partner since the seats are parallel and right next to each other. However, if you're traveling alone in one of those seats, you can still put up a privacy divider. Polaris passengers are treated to a pre-flight drink and an amenity kit with earplugs and a sleep mask. There are noise-reducing headphones inside a storage compartment that I never used. As expected, there is a cubby you can use as a footrest, controls to operate your seat position, and a table that comes surprisingly close to you and has a spot for your phone or tablet as well. I also found out that United worked with Saks Fifth Avenue to develop luxury bedding for Polaris customers, and here I have their throw blanket and pillow, which I will be using for a comfortable takeoff. See you later, LA. Less than an hour into the flight was our breakfast. I chose this spinach quiche type thing with sausages. I forgot the actual name, but it was pretty good. Flaky and great flavor overall, paired with a tomato-based sauce. There was a croissant on the side with strawberry jam and stone cold butter. Halfway into buttering, I just gave up and used the jam. To finish the meal, they had yogurt and fruit, and it was refreshing. Now, when I land in Hawaii, I need a car. Yes, you can book cars with points, but because I'm picky with cars, I'd rather pay cash to know what specific car I'll be driving. I booked a car from Turo, in fact the same car I rented for my last visit. Not sponsored, but I can say I'm a Turo host myself and I enjoy the platform. 3 days with this BMW costed me a total of $302.95, and I'd rather be in this than a Nissan Versa through a commercial company for around the same price. I got some work done and decided to lie down for a little bit. The pillow is very nice. Towards the end of the flight, I got a pre-arrival snack. It was a chocolate chip cookie pie thing, something I've never had but would have again. Looking out the window, we can see Maui, and if you look closely, Molokini Crater. I'm now landing in Oahu, and upon getting off the plane, I realized it doesn't even look like the same airport I arrived at last time I was here. Last time I took Hawaiian Airlines and their terminal was less crowded and cleaner. Because of this, I was stuck in the safe travels line to be exempt from quarantine for about half an hour. At the Hawaiian Airlines terminal, I was out in less than 5 minutes. At the posting of this video, they no longer use this program and you can exit the airport as normal. I took a lift to my Turo car and here it is, a 2018 BMW 330e. I'll tell you why I chose this car as the video goes on. First stop, Liliha Bakery. Bakeries aren't your usual bakeries in Hawaii. They offer full-blown meals out here. I ended up ordering chicken karaage and it came with the best butter bread you can imagine. After my meal, my friend Jordan called and was ready to meet up. I'm actually very fortunate to be able to use this place to stay. This may not be fair to some people, so I'll break down where I would stay otherwise and how I would pay it. If I were to use credit card points, I'd book Hyatt Place Waikiki Beach for 12,000 points a night. I wouldn't pay their normal rate of $225 a night because of their occupancy taxes. Cash total would bring it up to over $300 a night. If you're not using points, I would just stay at an Airbnb. Book the cheapest Airbnb you can find with parking, because you'll only be there to sleep anyways. I ended my day having dinner with Jordan and Jess at a relatively new place called Fun Station. The next day I checked out Hanauma Bay Ridge Hike. It looks closed, but it's only to prevent cars from entering. The hike itself is on the easier side because it's a paved path, but it has no shade, so it's best to go around sunrise. The path feels like it'll never end, but when you get high enough, you can see the view of Hanauma Bay as well as Koko Crater, which I hiked at on my last visit. I then went to Moana Cafe, which is in a shopping center with free EV charging. By the time I'm done eating this short rib loco moco, I'll have enough battery juice to get me back to the condo. Gas prices aren't as crazy as LA, but it's still pretty high. It was a chill day, and I ended it at Kamitoku Ramen. The third day is the day I was most looking forward to, the North Shore. After work, I headed to Laniakea Beach, also known as Turtle Beach, to see if I can spot any turtles who like to show up during lunch hours. I couldn't catch any on camera, but it was cool to see a couple in the distance. Afterwards, I went to get food at my favorite place and ate it at Sunset Beach, a couple minutes away. Ted's Bakery, 3 choice platter, 1 short rib, and double garlic shrimp, and it comes with a pie. Of course, I picked the chocolate hapia. This experience alone, blissful. The garlic shrimp is just so buttery, and the cheese on top is a nice touch. The short ribs were nicely charred and had a subtle sweet flavor. Paired with rice and mac salad, can't get much better. And the pie, a bit melted obviously, but it's just so good. Good balance between the flavors, and it's not overly sweet like most desserts. The pie crust alone is well done, retains its texture, yet flaky when cutting into it. I chilled at Sunset Beach for a little, and then decided to do the Ihukai Pillbox hike. This hike you can do at any time because it's shaded. I heard it's a little sketchy after rain though. When you get to the pillbox, you can see in between Ihukai Beach and Sunset Beach. By the way, Hawaii has chickens like the mainland has squirrels and Mexico has iguanas. I ran out of water on the hike, so I was parched and wanted to see what the hype is at Matsumoto Shave Ice. The line was long as expected, and I waited about 25 minutes. I got the rainbow combo with ice cream. It was refreshing after a hike, but it wasn't the best I've had and not worth the wait. For dinner, I didn't feel like going out, so I ordered from a restaurant Jordan recommended called The Pig and the Lady. Seems like a Vietnamese fusion place. Jordan got pho, and I tried their French dip. For dessert, we had chocolate malasadas, basically a Hawaiian donut hole originated from Portugal. The next day, I just went to Ala Moana Center, where basically everything is. I shopped at their Uniqlo and grabbed a poke bowl from the Foodland farms there. I filled the car with gas and returned it to the owner, and ate my food while waiting for 3 canceled Lyft rides back to the airport. I had to run all the way to the gate so I didn't get any footage. Because of my schedule, I was left with a flight that doesn't offer lie-flat seats. I booked this flight straight from Chase's travel portal because United's site offered the same flight for a couple thousand more in miles. I ended up using 17,900 UR points, which is worth $268.50. There's nothing special about this flight, so let's just add up everything I spent in 4 days. In food, I spent $222.58. For the car and gas, I spent $373.39. The flights were 62,900 points plus $5.60 in taxes. So in total, I spent $601.47 plus 62,900 points, which is equivalent to $943.50. So with the help of a credit card bonus and a friend, you too can go to Hawaii for less than $1,000.